Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Dominique,
Dominique, how old are you?
26.
Where are you from?
I lived in a lot of different places, originally from Decatur, Georgia,
Okay,
but I live in Chicago currently.
got it. And what do you do?
I'm a project specialist and electrician.
Okay, cool. What are some things you like to do for fun?
Let's say whitewater rafting, parasailing,
He's outside. Okay.
working out, watching movies. I'm a big movie goer.
Okay.
So if I start quoting lines from movies, just know that I've seen it and hopefully I can put you on it soon. And yeah,
Seems
that's
fun.
just a couple things I like to do.
Okay.
seems fun.
Usually movie quarters have a favorite movie. What's your favorite movie?
I'm gonna say Soul Plane.
Soul Plane.
I'm
Okay,
gonna say Soul
interested. All right. So what are some things you look for in a woman?
I look for open communication. Communication comes in a lot of different aspects. So speaking, which is what we know the most of, but body language is a big thing for me. So showing.
Just on a tangent real quick, Soul Plane is one of those movies that really wasn't funny until later on. And then people look back on it kind of like even when Next Friday came out, Next Friday, it took a little bit from what I've seen. It took a little bit for people to actually realize Mike X was funny as hell. But I don't know, it's just a little tangent. Because he said Soul, I'm like, that's surprising. Soul Plane actually is a classic.
And,
Like a hood classic.
being attentive when I'm speaking or knowing the vibe of the room kind of thing too. So that's something I'm really going for. And yeah.
Okay. And what are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breakers would be chain smoking, like cigarettes, really. If you're doing like ganja, it's okay. I'm not really tripping about that. But also, if you're not God-fearing, I'm a religious man. So I hope we can match on that path and be equally yoked. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Got it. All right. Off to a good start. No pop balloons.
Love it.
So I'm going to hand you a pic just for you to hang on to it. There you go. But start it off by asking our ladies a question.
Why do you feel like you're currently ready for a relationship more so than before? And where do you currently reside?
Okay, let's start down there and come back this way.
But
Okay, your name and age. Why do you feel like you're ready for a relationship? And where do you reside?
My name is Lena. I'm 27 and I live in Dallas, Texas. I feel like I'm ready for a relationship because I'm close to God. So if you're close to God, I feel like we have similar paths. Yeah.
I like that.
Your name and age. Where do you reside? And why do you think why you're ready for a relationship now?
My name is Autumn. I'm 22. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. That's where I currently reside. I feel like I'm more ready for a relationship now because I've really done the inner work on myself. I realized I had a lot of trauma from either childhood or, past relationships that I had to work through. And I've really taken the time to work on those, understand myself, my emotions, getting through those. So now I know how to calm some of that down when I'm dealing with somebody, and also understanding how a man is, understanding that I have to get to know them personally and not just, put them in the same category as everybody else. So yeah.
Thank you. Your name and age and the answer to his questions.
Samira, 23. Being by myself has made me realize everything that I do and don't want in a partner. Because being by myself made me realize that for so long, that made me realize that I have a lot of things to offer in a way. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a lot of things to offer, and I have a lot of great aspects about myself. So, yeah.
And then also, where do you reside?
I reside in Houston, Texas.
Cool. Nice. All right, your name and age, where do you reside, and why do you feel you're ready for a relationship?
I'm Cheeto. I'm 21. I live in Phoenix. I think I'm ready for a relationship more now than in the past because I've done a lot of work on myself in terms of emotional maturity and just my perspective on the world. I feel like I do a lot of great things in my life, and I think I'm ready to share that with somebody else.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Thank you. All right, your name and age and the answer to his questions.
Hi, I'm Kindia and I'm 24. In the simplest words, it's because I have self-love. So the relationship with yourself is the most important. So if you don't love yourself, then you can't spread love out into the universe. And so I've developed self-love. I'm in a position where God has put me through isolation seasons where I had to be by myself. So I've gotten to know myself like my own best friend. And so I'm just at a point where I can share my life with another person and experience joy, love, and happiness.
for some reason, with all the social media stuff that she does on TikTok and all this other, I have a feeling that she be one of those people behind the scenes making these like inspirational meme quotes. It sounds like she just said like a whole 3 bars of them just now. What she said makes sense. You know, you incorporate that in real life. Of course, you know, it's probably she's really gone through some things and all. But I'm just saying, with the way she is, it seems like she's super like quotey, meme, positive, you know, that type of stuff.
And where do you reside?
Oh, I reside in the DMV area, DC.
So let's kind of throw that question back on over to you. Why do you feel you're ready for a relationship now?
I feel like I've been through relationships in the past that, you know, I could have been better in, and I want to continue to grow. So in aspects of, I guess, communication, that's why it's such a big thing for me, because it's something I've really been working on. So that's something I feel like that I've matured from or graduated from.
Okay.
And then now I'm ready to give that love to somebody else.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Go ahead and ask our ladies another question.
When was your last relationship? And what do you think you could have done better in it?
Oh, okay. So what could you have done better? Not the other person, you. Okay, let's start here first.
I'm Kandia, I'm 24. My last relationship was about 5 months ago. Something that I could have done better was, I feel like, being more honest how I was feeling and communicating that, because I kept wanting to look at it with rose-colored glasses and try to like just keep thinking positive, like, oh no, like maybe it'll get better, maybe it'll change. But I feel like when you know, when you feel like you're settling, you should just let that person go instead of keep looking at it with positive and optimistic eyes. So, yeah.
Your name and age and the answer to his question.
I'm Cheeto. I'm 21. I've never really been in a real relationship. I'd say the closest thing I've had to one ended about 4 years ago. Something that I could have done better was probably just communication. I used to be very avoidant, and I would kind of just like stop talking to the other person. But like I said, I've done a lot of work on myself, so I don't think I'm like that anymore.
Your name and age, when was your last relationship, and what was it? What you could have done better?
Samira, 24. My last relationship was almost 2 years ago. I think I could have given him more grace because it was his first relationship, so I could have been more lenient in my judgment of him. Yeah.
Your name and age and the answer to his question.
Autumn, 22. Last relationship was from 2024 to 2025. What I could have done better is mainly just about myself. I would just say self-love in general, understanding what I needed for myself, understanding what a man should not do, what he should do, and not taking any less than I deserved. I really think that's something I had to work on a lot.
Your name and age and the answer to his questions.
I'm Lena. I'm 27. And what was the question again?
When was your last relationship, and what's something you could have done better?
Okay, so my last.
Dude, he be getting two these questions 2 in 1. I can't ding him for that. I mean, he's smart. You know what I'm saying? What was this, and where do y'all live at? Okay, and this relationship, and what could you do better? Like, he's just fun. I like how he has the "and" on there. He's smart.
And
Of course, I think the host knows this because people have done this before.
well, this is my only relationship. It ended in July of last year, and I think I could have been a better me as an individual because
Actually, you know what? Matter of fact, now that I think about it, his 2-parter questions, it's the second or the first part of the question is always a one. It's a one like answer. How long was this ago? This many years? Or where do you live at? This city. You know what I mean? So, okay, that makes sense.
relationship, I'm like consumed by what they want to do, who they are, and just giving my all into all of their goals and aspirations. So I feel like I could have poured some of that into me. Yeah.
Okay, let's head on back, and I'm gonna go ahead and have you pop. Let's go with 1 balloon.
1? Damn.
Okay, so why was your balloon unpopped?
He had great questions. I loved his questions. They were very deep, not surface level. And you didn't give it any reason to pop. So.
No red flags, nothing. Nope.
So it was kind of tough, but why'd you end up popping her balloon?
So the questions I asked earlier, I felt like it was a deeper meaning in terms of what I wanted to hear as a response. And the first question I asked, you didn't really mention another person in that response, and that's why I was already stuck on it. So it's nothing against anything you got going on, but I just wanted to hear a correct like ringtone kind of in my ear, and I didn't get that from your response. I'm sorry.
Understandable.
Thank you. All right. So we now have 4 unpopped balloons. Go ahead and ask our remaining ladies another question.
Another one?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Can they ask me one?
We'll get to that. You go ahead and ask.
Yeah, you've been shooting out these questions. Don't get stopped up now. I thought you was ready. You sound like you was prepared.
So I mentioned where I stay at. Is long distance an issue for anybody? And has there been a history with long distance?
Good.
Okay.
That's good. See, another 2 questions. Is it a problem for you? And have you did this before? See, great question. See, he's good. He's just good at freestyling.
Cool. And let's also get where you're located as well. If you want to go ahead.
Hi, I'm Kindia. I'm 24. I live in a DMV area, DC. I have done a long distance relationship. He lived in New York, so that's like 4 hours away. Ultimately, the long distance was the downfall because I'm like, I need to be cuddled tonight and you're so far away. Like, why are you so far? But I think it can work if 2 people are really intentional and they put in the effort. Like, let's say it was Valentine's Day. I'm dating this guy in New York. My 60-year-old sister is getting this big teddy bear, roses, chocolates, and all I got was a text message, Happy Valentine's Day. I'm like, you're done. So if you're intentional.
All right. What about over here?
Sorry, what was the question again? I'm so sorry.
I forgot.
I mean, if it's long distance, you would think somebody will put in some type of effort, I guess. Send some flowers or something, but I don't. I guess it's the way she said it, the way she came off like she was on a reality show or something.
So it was, where are you located? Are you okay with long distance?
Okay, I remember. I'm Cheeto. I'm 21. I live in Phoenix.
Right
Long
here.
distance might be a little bit of an issue. I've kind of tried something long distance before and it just didn't work out. Okay. So I don't know. Maybe that just scared me a little bit. I'm not like totally closed off from it, but I do have some like hesitancies about it.
So it didn't work out because of the distance, or
I would say it didn't work out because of the distance. Yeah.
like you couldn't go there, he couldn't come. Like, what was it?
It was just too much.
Okay.
It was just too much with me being in school and everything else going on.
School. Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
What school? Like, not high school, right? Talking about college. You're 21. She was talking about the relationship 4 years ago when she was in high school, at the end of her high school phase. So she hasn't really been in any real,
Are you in school currently?
I am currently in school.
Okay.
When do you graduate?
I graduate in December of this year. Yeah.
Hey, you right there. Keep pushing.
Yeah. Almost there.
All right,
She'll
let's
be
go on
fine.
over here. Where are you
She'll be
located, and how do you feel about long distance?
So I'm Autumn, 22. I'm located in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm completely fine with long distance. I've done long distance before. It wasn't really a problem. I mean, they were only like 4.5-ish hours away, so I would just drive. But I'd like, a 50-50 type thing where it's not like I'm always driving or flying to them, but they're doing the same for me. But yeah, that would be the only thing, is if, like she was saying, just intentional, just making sure like we communicate, plan things. But yeah.
And sometimes also it's who has the busier schedule. You might be required to go see them a little bit more than they can come see you. Somebody's job schedule might be crazy as hell, but they're willing to, stand in a relationship with you long distance until somebody decides to move to somebody else's territory.
All right, and last but not least, if you want to go ahead and answer his questions.
I'm Lena. I'm 27, and I'm open to long distance. I wouldn't be here if I weren't.
Thank you. I like that. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't open to long distance. If you're not and you come here, you're just hoping to get lucky.
Yeah, I got flight benefits, hotel benefits.
And then, where are you located?
Dallas. Yes.
What she do for work again?
That's nice. And I think you also said, have you done long distance before or something like that?
Unless it's like a credit card thing. Because I know like American Express gets benefits for all that travel type stuff.
Yeah.
I've never done long distance. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's head on back this way. Okay, go ahead and pop one more balloon. Okay. So, what was making you hang on to your balloon?
I wanted to hear him out. I think he's cute, liked the outfit. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Got it. And why did you end up popping her balloon?
My only reason for popping your balloon is because when I did mention long distance relationship, you brought up a negative experience with it, and you could have easily flipped that into a positive. So that's kind of where I was going with that. Yeah.
I don't know
What?
how I would have flipped mine into a
Yeah, what are you talking about, dude? Did you listen to her?
positive.
You asked some great questions, but I'm not understanding how she could have flipped that into a.
That's okay.
There's a different outlook
It's
for
cool.
everything.
It's cool.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Just keep moving. Just leave it
Yeah,
alone.
thank
Leave it
you.
alone. Yeah, homegirl, I'm agreeing with you, dog. I don't know what he talking about.
Okay. We'll give you a break from asking the questions, even though usually we we do that when it's 2 ladies, but we do have 3 ladies left. But if you guys have any questions for him, whoever's ready. She's ready? Okay, let's come on down here. All right, go right ahead.
Okay. Where do you see yourself in the next few?
Oh, wait a minute. I think I know it. She was saying it was too much. It was just too much. But she didn't pop her own balloon when he, was mentioning. I think that's what he was talking about. He said the negative is, we don't even know what the negative experience it was exactly. She just said it was just too much. I was in school and all that. But I guess, but no. She did, didn't she?
I'm Cheeto. I'm 21. I live in Phoenix. Long distance might be a little bit of an issue. I've kind of tried something long distance before and it just didn't work out. So I don't know. Maybe that just scared me a little bit. I'm not like totally closed off from it, but I do have some like hesitancies about it.
So it didn't work out because of the distance,
Okay.
I would say it didn't work out because of the distance. Yeah.
like you couldn't go there, he couldn't come. Like, what was it?
It was just too much.
Okay.
It was just too much with me being in school and everything else going on.
School. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Are you in school currently?
I am currently in school.
When do you graduate?
I graduate in December of this year. Yeah.
Hey, you right there. Keep pushing.
Yeah. Almost there.
Okay, there it is. Okay. All right, my bad, dude. I agree with her for a second, but I had to go back and look. Okay, I see what he's talking about. She said, I'm open to it still, but I'm hesitant. So the hesitant thing is the negative thing. It's just like, we're going to make it work. We're going to make it work. Don't sit up here and let me pick you. Then all of a sudden you're hesitating about how, if about certain, like whatever you like, give details of what you're hesitant about. Then maybe he would have considered keeping your balloon. Okay, I think that's what he meant. He didn't even explain, homeboy. Here's the thing about you. You didn't even, I mean, it's on the fly. You're in the zone here, whatever. You're probably not thinking that, like, you got to think swift kind of. But for you to pop a balloon, you had to think something, but I guess the outlook, like what I just explained, he didn't even explain that. I don't even know if he's thinking that way, but that's what makes the most sense from what I just heard. If he has some other different dimensional outlook on it, I would like to hear it. We're not going to get it. He's just like, it's a different, outlook look on everything. But he put it in the simple, you only mentioned the negatives in it and you could have flipped that into a positive. But at the same time, she's still like, how does she flip that into the positive thing would have been, but I'm still open to it to make it work since I'm about to finish school this year. And I think differently about it now that I've already had my experience. And I think I'll be better with long distance. She said but I'm still hesitant. The hesitant part is the negative part that I think that stuck out to him. And I think if he would have said the hesitant part, then that would have made sense to her.
Years, and how long would you be in a relationship before you pop the question?
So I can't see myself, if I'm really with my person, I can't see myself it being longer than 1.5 years. If we're going from where I think we're going from. Our first meeting isn't us in a relationship, but when we start dating, 1.5 years into that will probably be the time I feel like I can know. Hopefully we can, spend enough time together to where I really get a good vibe for you. And you got to move together to really know what the person's like. So
What's your longest relationship?
2.5 years.
Okay.
And what was your other question? I'm sorry.
That was the only question. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That was the only question. Okay. Yeah.
My bad.
So 18 months, ladies.
Any questions here?
What are some hobbies that you do outside of your job that like you're so passionate about?
Yeah.
Like very passionate.
I'm extremely passionate about fitness, for sure.
Okay.
Running. I mean, I told you about the extreme sports that I do, but really anything to get my blood pumping. That's pretty much all I need, honestly. And then, I mean, I'm also cool with like a chill vibe, but I say my passions are just getting my bud going. There's different ways to do that, obviously, but yeah.
And then another question, what are like some things you like to do? Not that you just like to do, but like what are some of your like fun activities other than, I love fitness too, so I think it's fun.
Yeah.
But is there anything like fun you like to go do, like bowling or
I love bowling for
Okay.
sure. Arcade night is
Okay.
I can do all of that for sure. Yeah. I'm with like there's different vibes of my fun and different things. Even just being competitive. Like if we're going to a basketball shootout or arcade, I'm gonna really try and beat you. I am a competitive guy, and that's something
Why
that
did
can get
I
my
say
blood
the same
pumping.
thing?
Literally said that earlier.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of different things that can get me going, but yeah.
Perfect. Yep.
All right. Okay. Any questions over here?
I always like to get deep with it. So, what's your why? Like, what do you feel like? Because you say you're close with God, right?
Yeah.
And God always has a purpose for his children. So, what's your why? Like, what motivates you to get out of bed and go about your day?
I think my biggest motivation is definitely my family and my relationship with them. I mean, I had a strong relationship with everybody in my house. My dad was in the military, so it was really me and my mom at the house. And I seen how hard she worked to put me, my older brother, and all the effort that she put into that makes me want to take care of her even more.
Okay, so providing, basically.
Yeah, I would say that. I would never really want my girl to be tripping about too many different things. Like, hope you have your business or whatever you like to do. But I
So
feel
if
like,
I need my nails done, you would be like,
yeah, I'm on
here's
that.
it.
I'm on that before you say
I'm on
it.
that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But yeah.
Let's see, any other question? What is your idea of like a fun date? Like, let's say I let you take me out on a date. Where are we going?
So ideal time of the year, they be having like the AZ State Fair out here. There's a bunch of like state fairs or events like that. So it'd definitely be we meet with each other before we do. I mean, pregame, whatever you trying to do for real.
Okay,
Well,
pregame.
do that
Not a
and
problem.
then go out to the fair, have a good time, and then end it off with something that I find fun, which would probably be like escape room or like.
So the fair and escape room one day. Oh, it's a
Is
busy, jam-packed day.
is that too much?
Yeah, escape room and the fair. The fair is usually like a all day event. We going to the fair. We there all day. I mean, you might go out to eat afterwards if you don't get no food there from some grub at night or maybe. But I don't escape room then the fair. I don't know. I never heard of those two in the same day. I'm pretty sure some people somewhere have done that. But
The fair would be enough to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I think,
Yeah, like
you
an
know,
all day
I like
sun
to end
is
it off
out.
right. I
Okay.
might slide to the casino with my boys too. So
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you spontaneous? Do you like to go on adventures?
yeah, it's very spontaneous.
Okay. And what's
Yeah.
your zodiac sign?
he's outside.
Oh no.
Fam, we're not doing this, dog. We are not doing this. Stop. Please, please, please. All these positives he didn't mention, all this other stuff. I said he wasn't going to pick you because he was acting like you was off a reality show. And he didn't give me this. You're done. Don't mess it up now.
Oh no. Can we not?
wanna know.
I want to bypass one question. I'm not gonna do this zodiac sign.
Okay.
That's my only bypass of the day.
Interesting.
You can ask me anything else.
You're a sign from God. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Yeah, put it like that. Ooh, sign from God. Even come on now. If zodiacs didn't exist, there was no zodiac signs, no nothing, no zodiac plantations. If you know what that is, that's crazy. I was in Virginia. No zodiac, nothing. If zodiac signs didn't exist, how many more relationships would we have going on right now? What's your zodiac? Everything positive. One zodiac. Boom. You're a Sagittarius. Boom. Nope. Never mind. Everything positive, but that. Nope. Like what? Stop. There was no zodiacs that existed. We would have a lot more maybe relationships. People give more people chances to have successful relationships.
Okay, that's all my questions.
Cool. All right. Go ahead and pop another balloon. Not the hand on the hip.
Wow.
All right, Lena, why was your balloon unpopped?
I think he's very handsome. I liked his questions and answers. So, yeah.
Nice. And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
I think just attracting him as wise. I'm more attracted to somebody else in the lineup. Yeah. And I wouldn't want to do that. So, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you. All right. So we are down to two ladies. Do you have a final question you want to ask them, or do you know who you already want to pop?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you already know. You already said it.
Oh,
You already
shoot.
know. You already said it.
Do I have a final question?
If you want to pop, you can pop. If you got a question, go ahead and ask him.
Yeah, I'm gonna just pop.
You're gonna pop? Okay, go ahead.
Speed this thing up.
Okay.
Well,
Were you headed this way or?
Yeah.
probably
Oh,
were. Yeah.
okay.
I felt it.
You did?
I felt the energy
Okay.
was coming this way. I said, let me eliminate myself.
Alright. So apart from you feeling that, why were you holding on to your balloon though?
I feel like our answers really match with each other. We seem like we have a lot in common. But other than that, I don't know. I definitely could see something. Yeah.
Okay. And why were you heading this way to pop hers?
I guess just initially, I do like your appearance of it. You know, you got the fit on,
Thank you.
heels on, you done up. But I just like Golden Girl over there. So
I got you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, so I'm gonna have you scoot that way for me. Stand on over there. Come join us up here. All right, so do you both have any final questions? If not, that's okay as well.
I have one thing to say. No, I was
What?
just joking. No,
Oh.
I'm just messing with you. I like your vibe, and
Wait, what?
you look really nice. That was just a joke. I do want to match with you.
wait, what?
I was just playing with you.
I'm blown. I'm
Okay,
blown.
wait.
So you didn't pop it on me.
She did.
All right.
Okay, let me ask my question then. I think so.
Okay,
Is it a
good.
yes for you for him?
Yes.
Okay, and is it a
Okay.
yes for you for her?
Yes, it is.
We
All right,
got a match. Take the mic. Y'all go on up. Make some noise for them, ladies.
You know what's crazy? I didn't think he was gonna pick her, like, at all. Especially with the Zodiac question, I'm like, oh god damn. Like, eventually you're just gonna find out if they make, they last, but yeah. Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna pick her. I'm kind of like, yeah, me too, girl.